What I find particularly exciting for me on this project is the Blackdown Hills. The Blackdowns has an incredibly diverse landscape, and I think there's a lot to reveal within that diversity. The fact that the project takes in the history elements and the cattle and food and all sorts of different things within it sort of give it such a wide interest that as an artist it's almost impossible not to unleash a huge level of creativity. What I'm doing is I'm carving in the phrases, some of the phrases of Ted Rooke, who is a chap who I interviewed last year, who lived here in the 1930s and 40s with his family. I think he's probably about 80 now. Rather like when you carve your initials into the bark of your loved one or whatever, and as the tree grows it gets bigger and then eventually disappears. So the same will happen with these, and I really like the idea that around this site where he used to live you'll have some of his phrases which will be here for a period of time, and then eventually they'll disappear, and that appeals to me. I'm not sure of the actual date when it was built, but you've got outbuildings. There was a house over there and there's a house there, and when Ted lived here, he and his father lived in this one, and his mother and his children, and his grandparents lived in the one over there. Every time I come here a different part has fallen down, and you know that in 50 years time there'll just be rubble on the floor and nature would have just taken over completely, and I like that. We found an old painting in 1971 of what it looked like. We showed Ted it, he had never seen it, and he was sat there and he was looking at it and he was saying, "Oh, I remember that, that's where we did that, that's where we made the cheese, that's where we did that." Because they used to make butter and cheese here and sell it in Taunton.
Yeah, yeah. Of course they used to years ago, then I'm on the farm. That's right. So I'm surprised that there's so much of it gone.
I know, it's incredible because the painting in the 1970s, there's still the roof, there's still everything. You know, there's a few tiles missing and stuff.
In the 70s?
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's come down a lot in what, 40 years?
Yeah,
or 30
and
years.
the stones is gone. It's in the case it's just falling down, isn't it?
No. On this one, we've got glowworms. You pick them up, they go out, leave them long enough, they come back on again. which I think is fantastic.
Glowworms. You pick them up and then they go out and then leave them long enough they come back again.
Oh, what does it say?
In front of?
Yeah, so in front of the fire, and it was cold weather, it was true. But that's where we had a bath. My father bought a 4-valve Cosser. Super hit, was it? We were allowed to hear children's hour, which was 5 to 6, you know, and people like Larry the Lamb and the Ovaltines. Very good, really. Mother and father always made an effort for Christmas. You know, we always had a Christmas tree, and I can tell you the tree that the branches come off of even now, it's still there.
The notion of making things now that change as the years go by and maybe disappear is just so poetic and wonderful.